But we have it so well under control. I mean, view this the same as the flu. When somebody sneezes, I mean, I try and bail out as much as possible. It's going to disappear. One day, it's like a miracle. It will disappear. And from our shores, it could get worse before it gets better. It could maybe go away. We'll see what happens. Nobody really knows. The fact is, the greatest experts, I've spoken to them all, nobody really knows. We're ordering a lot of supplies. We're ordering a lot of elements that, frankly, we wouldn't be ordering unless it was something like this. But we're ordering a lot of different elements of medical. Now the Democrats are politicizing the coronavirus. And this is their new hoax. If you're healthy, you will probably go through a process and you'll be fine. You take a solid flu vaccine, you don't think that would have an impact or much of an impact on corona?
No. He's asking the question, when is it going to be deployable? And that is going to be at the earliest a year to a year and a half, no matter how fast you go.
I think that's right.
And as you said, because the treatment's going to be available before the vaccine.
Well, I think treatment in many ways might be more exciting.
Hello and welcome to our viewers here in the UK and around the world. Donald Trump has said he and his wife Melania have coronavirus and have begun a period of quarantine. They were both tested after one of Mr. Trump's most senior advisors, Hope Hicks, found out that she had the virus. The White House doctor has said both the president and the First Lady are well and that Mr. Trump will continue to carry out his duties while he self-isolates. President Trump confirmed the news on Twitter, saying that he and the First Lady will begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately and that they will get through this together. Well, this is the scene live in Washington, D.C., where it's a little after 4:30 in the morning. We're going to be getting reaction from there as the U.S. wakes up to the news that Donald and Melania Trump have contracted COVID-19. Well, a short while ago, our North America editor John Sopel explained how President Trump could have contracted the virus.
It's simultaneously astonishing that the president, who is so well protected, where testing happens so much, could have contracted the virus, and also not in the least bit surprising, given the ambivalent attitude in the White House towards wearing face masks. And you talk about this very close aide and confidant, Hope Hicks, having contracted it earlier in the week. There is film of her and 4 other people walking to the Marine One helicopter, that cramped helicopter that takes the president and those people from the White House to Andrews Air Force Base. None of them are wearing masks at all. And that sort of underlines the problem, that you can have all the protection you need, but actually, if you haven't got the masks mitigating it, then that could be problematic and probably is how it spread.
President Trump's incompetent handling. The moron in the White House, whose incompetent handling of the Chinese coronavirus pandemic has resulted in over 210,000 American deaths that look set to reach 250,000 by voting day, has now himself tested positive for COVID-19. Given his antics of lack of social distance and mask wearing at huge enclosed space election rallies, the only surprising thing is that he's made it this far without getting infected. So can Trump survive COVID-19? After all, it came close to killing Britain's equally moronic 50-year-old or so Prime Minister Boris Johnson earlier in the year. Trump is aged 74, morbidly obese, so has 2 comorbidities. So that puts Trump statistically at about a 15% risk of dying from the virus. The only saving grace is that he has the best medical care that the profession can offer to ensure he makes it through his illness. However, it's uncertain how long it will last. Boris Johnson was ill for a good month, and he's 20 years younger than Trump. So that would put Trump beyond the voting day. He could be in hospital on voting day. However, did Trump infect Biden earlier in the week at his first debate? We will soon find out in the next few days. It will be a very strange election if you find both candidates in hospital on voting day. which means that the fight for the presidency is that of between Mike Pence and Kamala Harris. So expect the media to take a closer look at both of them. We got the religious fanatic on one end, and we got the, I don't even know what she is. Who is Kamala Harris? I not even looked. I know that she's socialist, obviously Democrat, but to what degree? And a lawyer, that she was a prosecutor. Yeah, she was a prosecutor for LA, but that's about as far as I know about her. That she's mixed race heritage, black and Indian, and Pence is a bit of a religious fanatic. You know. So it's gonna be a crazy election. If you thought it was a crazy so far, it's gonna get a lot crazier soon. I don't think even Biden's gonna make it without getting infected. That's if Trump has not affected him already at the first debate, given the lack of mask wearing and social distancing. This is going to be one for the history books, this campaign, more so than 2016. You thought that was crazy. This is going to be... Well, that's what Trump's always been after, ratings. This election campaign is definitely going to get ratings for many decades to come.